Neebs Gaming Live 2023. It happened.
Well,
Finally.
We did it.
It was great.
Wow, it was
awesome.
Yeah.
so much fun.
Still recovering.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, my entire yesterday was it was very low key.
So much tequila.
Me too. Headache. Pretty good headache.
Slight headache, yeah.
Yep. Worth it.
Well, Waffle House didn't cure your headache?
Man,
It did
Waffle
that
House
night.
was... This was a special Waffle House. Boy, they did not care we were there.
Oh, yeah.
In
They're
which
downtown.
way?
You think they get sick
We
of
went
shit
up-
down there?
We went up to River Road. Or no, Carolina Beach Road.
Carolina.
Oh, you
that one.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you traveled to the Waffle House.
We thought it'd be less busy, you know.
But,
good
and they weren't that
service.
busy.
Well,
they just weren't
yeah.
helping. But it was
Wow.
good.
Jeez, man, what a weekend. Where do we start?
Well, I don't know. I think it started for Dora and I
Yeah, and Daniel.
and Daniel on Friday
You guys are insane.
night.
What?
I mean, you knew Saturday's been crazy, and you're going to do 2 nights?
Yeah, but you know what? People traveled all that way.
I just thought it'd be more low-key.
I
Maybe you did
messed
too.
up.
You probably thought it was
Yeah, I should have been.
Man, you could have told me that 8 people were going to show up or 10 people, and I'd be like, okay. But I don't know, man. There was probably about, it seemed like 60 people or something.
Morales, you wanted a public post, and Sherry only put it in the Discord. That was only a tiny fraction.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
So good thing we didn't go full out.
Yeah.
So I thought that you had blamed something on us, Techie, about
Always.
this.
Always.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Whenever
might have
possible.
happened.
I'm ready. Let's
Let's
go.
hear this
Well, you know
shit.
what?
What did I
I
do?
didn't. That's how he told himself.
All right, we're talking. Maybe we. I don't know.
All
Here's
right,
how it
Simon,
went.
what did
A lot
Dora
of
do?
details here.
Yeah.
Well, what did Dora do? He stole Daniel away the first
Nope.
night,
Nope.
and that ended up being
No,
a
I
thing.
think we worked that out.
He
Okay,
already.
go ahead.
I already had him reserved before Sherry's plans.
But that's why I thought maybe as Techie threw you. Anyway, go.
No. No. I was gonna hang with Daniel and whatever, and whoever. You guys were all invited, of
Yep.
course. I just want to do some grilling out, and then I happened to get that new augmented reality. Well, it's not that new; it's a couple years old now. But that Mario Kart game, we'll do that down in the pool room and stuff like that. So, a bunch of my girls' friends came down and all that shit, and that was a good time. Good
Yes,
dinner.
fantastic dinner. Dora
Yeah.
cooked steaks. I spoiled my appetite 2 hours earlier by eating some pizza.
like a good friend
He's
does.
calling it out right away.
I did. I'm
Yep.
gonna because he's gonna
Getting
say it
ahead
probably.
of the drama.
You got me.
Great tasting steak. I ate at least 4 ounces, and his asparagus was cooked perfectly. Mashed potatoes were delicious.
Oh yeah, they were good. Doug came too.
Yes,
the
he did.
PLGX King,
The king of our former live
Sledge
show.
monkey.
Sledge Monkey, and invited him. We had a good time there, and then it got to the point where like, okay, we're gonna wander about just a little bit, but just subtly, and go up to my friend's bar at Bottega. The mess up was like, they had singer-songwriter night.
People loved it, by the way. You just didn't, but
No,
other
I know.
people really loved it. Go on.
But which brought us to outside because singer-songwriter night. Everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet. Listen to this next song.
that's
We're
Respect
working
the
on.
artist.
That's true.
That's
Yes.
good.
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
a chilly night, right?
Ooh.
So we get there and we park and we're like, I just remember being like, shit.
Yeah,
That's a lot of people.
a lot of people outside, like just hanging out outside, and then we get out of the car and they just all turn their heads like,
Okay,
yeah.
so so you made the call to make the post
Yes,
before that.
I called.
Okay.
Yeah, I called Sherry, and Sherry was still sassy because we weren't doing Australia Day shit.
right.
You dodged a bullet there.
Well, Sherry
And,
wasn't even
That's
responding
why
to
I
you.
brought it up.
We were
I know.
watching a movie. Absro, you got the message. And
Yeah, you
yelled at
text
Sherry.
me and you're like,
Because
hey,
she wasn't
can you
responding.
ask Sherry to make a social post? We're going to be at Bottega.
I was too busy nearly burning his house down.
What were you thinking?
enough.
Holly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thoughtfully. And she did. Man, did she send a sassy little response back to me too? I'm not
I
gonna.
don't remember what I said.
Oh, you were full of sass.
Yeah.
But
Sounds
on the
right.
other side of the room, we were having a nice, relaxing movie night
Yeah.
to get ready
Yeah.
for the show, be nice and fresh for the audience.
and I was
Sherry was a doll and made these wonderful Australian meat pies and meat sausages. Or,
Leamington
Sausage
sausages.
rolls and-
Leamingtons.
Leamingtons have nothing to do with lemons.
Yeah.
Did everything taste good?
Yeah. No,
you
they were,
sure?
yeah. no, the
Pictures
the
looked
meat,
awful.
No, the meat pies were really good. I think
What
they were
about
my
the
favorite.
bun
taste-wise.
with the shriveled meat on it?
the bun
shriveled
with the
bun
shriveled
meat.
meat
That
on
was
it.
the was the Bunnings
that
sausages.
just tastes like a cheeseburger.
Okay.
And
That-
it's not
that
a
wasn't
bun.
my
It's a
favorite.
literal slice of bread.
Yeah, it was a slice of white bread with beef sausages.
Okay.
It tastes like a
Neebs,
cheeseburger.
You love plain food. I can't believe you are getting snobby with the.
Well, I know she's Australian, and I live there, and I didn't have a lot of good food there.
Oh, okay, all right. You didn't like the food. All right.
To be fair, the little sausages were on fire at some point.
Yeah, they were
So the
very,
outside of them
oily,
looked-
and my grill may have lit up.
Yeah, for a
and
while.
charred them slightly.
They looked like the life was sucked out of them
By
before they
fire.
were
It
displayed.
could have been better, admittedly.
Yeah,
It could have been worse. The house could have burned down. So
But the other stuff was great. The little meatball. What was that one called?
The sausage rolls.
sausage roll.
Sausage roll was great. Yeah, the meat pies were great. Sherry, thank you again so much for
My
doing that.
pleasure.
Yeah,
That
thank
was
you.
fun.
It was
So
a
much
great
fun.
time.
So yeah, you guys were having your relaxing night.
Yeah.
We were thinking about the community.
So
course,
we
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
have a good show for them the next day, so we came in rested.
Right,
Hang
right.
on.
I
Ready to
wanted to
go.
have energy for the next night.
I was hanging out with the community all day that
Yeah,
day.
right,
We
right.
started at 8 a.m. at Bespoke.
And it was like you passed the baton.
To be fair,
I took
Sherry
back
did
over.
both.
Okay. Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
both.
No,
I
I know.
dropped her off after movie night, and she's like, I'm going to go inside and relax. 3 hours later, I got a text from her saying, I'm getting home from the bar now. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Because at the end of the night, we had a great. Okay, just going back. We all get out to the back area of Bottega, which is a lovely space. It was chilly, but none of us really cared.
Right.
And it was a blast. After a while, I was like, we got to get out of here. And we went to my other buddy's bar, Tavern Law.
Yes.
And probably lost 3/4 of the people in that transition, understandably.
Oh yeah.
But there was some folks there, and we had a good time. And then Sherry shows up, so she couldn't resist. You know what I mean? Nope. Her skin
Well,
was
yeah, you
crawling,
had a
I'm
place
sure.
downtown, so it was like right around the corner
I've
from
partied
you.
every night since
Yeah.
I got here. It's been wild.
And
What are you doing
expected.
tonight? You want to party?
Yeah.
Let's party. We're partying
In the
tonight.
car, on the
Atta
way
girl.
here, you're like, tonight is actually going to be my first relax night. And I said, no, it's not.
No. Yeah. You're gonna party.
If anyone's still in town, I'll party.
There you
See?
Wow.
And that was that night, really. I mean, nothing. It was just a good time.
Yeah. It was a great time.
Yeah.
How late? Met a lot of great people. Really.
How late? That's a good question.
Oh. Well, damn. Because the first
We
night.
closed it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, we absolutely closed
After
it.
2
I
o'clock.
remember all the lights coming on
Yep.
and me being just shocked. Like, really? Are you kidding me? And you know that they waited probably a good 20 minutes or 30 minutes after they should have.
Yeah.
Man, I
always
kicked
a
everybody
shock.
out of my
So at
house
least
right at
three.
11:30. I was
Yep.
like, nope, I'm not going to be a wreck tomorrow. Like,
yeah.
Get the fuck out. Thank you, Sherry.
Whereas that was our goal, was to be a wreck tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has their methods.
So, yeah, that was a good night. Probably ended around 3.
And Daniel looked like he was hurting a little bit.
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The next
He
morning?
had a blast. Yeah.
He hung out
sure
with
he
us the
did.
next day. Yeah, when he showed up, it was I was like, oh no, poor Daniel.
Yeah.
I crashed with Daniel both nights.
That's right. Yeah, you ended up
Yeah.
staying
I
at
got a
his
free
place.
Airbnb downtown.
In one of his
Yeah.
bunk beds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what
Bunk beds.
here's what Daniel told me Saturday morning. Right? He was like, he fell asleep finally, and he was sleeping so good. And who woke up and made a bunch of noise and woke him up?
The guy staying with him.
Yeah, the guy staying with me.
That what he said?
Yeah.
Man.
How
He had-
loud are
he
you
had
in the
one
morning?
weekend to sleep in.
Yeah.
I was probably up at 9:30.
Well, he was too.
Daniel, where's
He
the
was.
dryer?
I might have.
Where's the dryer, Daniel?
the dryer?
Where's the goddamn dryer?
Daniel, I gotta get these wrinkles out of my clothes.
Call back.
So yeah, Daniel, I'm sorry. Damn.
What were you doing to make so much damn noise in his
I,
house?
Not
I
being
got
thoughtful.
up to go to the bathroom,
Okay.
probably.
Yeah.
You know, at 9:30.
And just
And
just
announced it.
knocking-
I'm
knocking
getting up to
shit
go
over.
to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I gotta pee real bad here.
Well, you know what, man? I guess maybe it was like 10 o'clock. Fucking, I don't know. I get up early. I can't sleep in.
That's not early.
All
That's
right.
sleeping
Sucks.
in for you.
I mean, if I'm, well, yeah, it is sleeping in for
That's
me.
what your body's used to doing. Yeah.
So if Simon ain't sleeping in, ain't no one sleeping
No.
in.
Yeah. Anywho.
Anywho,
Yeah,
that was
Daniel met us out. We went took him to Johnny Luke's Kitchen Bar here in town.
fun. That is an overpriced place.
But it's good.
It's not bad, man.
It
I
was
got
good, man. I had a chicken
delivered.
sandwich.
We got it
Fucking
delivered
awesome.
once, and we were just mad because everything was wrong. But no, that happens in deliveries and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quality
well, that's
goes
nice.
down a little bit.
For sure. They don't give a fuck. They just want it out the door. I don't blame them.
Well, I
No,
think in
no.
transit, just the time between you and
Yeah,
your
the
mouth.
bun gets
Poking
soggy.
it,
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
their fingers
yeah.
in your stuff.
They spit on it. Yeah.
Can't do that shit.
Yeah, I don't care.
So we're at the next day.
Yeah, which is the Saturday, the event day.
Yep. We're
I didn't expect. I knew you were gonna have people come check in early.
Yep.
I didn't know it was the same time we were loading in.
That was that.
It worked out good and bad.
Yeah.
I guess bad because it was like now it's gonna be hard to get up to the
We
theater.
needed that time.
Good,
We
because
really
we
needed that
recruited
whole
people.
time. Yeah,
We
like those waves of people coming through from what was it, 2 o'clock onwards.
Yeah.
They were big groups, and if we hadn't spread it out as much as we did, that hallway would have been.
You wouldn't have got
clogged up.
everybody checked
Yeah.
in?
No way that we would have been so late.
We'd have
So-
to have 2 or 3 check in if we had more people in the future. Maybe.
So we'll give them like on the plane tickets. Like, what group are you?
yeah. People
Yeah,
love that.
you're coming to check in at this time,
That could be.
and if you don't come in,
Either
then
that
we're
or
not
you
going to
could,
let
you
you.
know,
in the
we could
event.
get there an hour earlier to set up.
We were
we
thinking
should've.
that. It's probably
Yeah.
the best plan.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
go an hour.
Yeah, because
before.
our supper was really rushed.
Oh
wasn't it?
God.
We barely got ready in time
true.
for the
Yeah.
show. We
We
got
did.
there at 3.
We were a minute late.
Show was at 7. And about an hour before the show, we're like, we have to go downstairs and eat right now. Or we're not going to eat tonight.
Most of the stage was working
Yep.
at that point. Most.
Yeah.
So we left.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
yeah, it should work.
What'd you guys eat before then? What'd you go?
Slice of life
A little slice
before the
you kept
show.
it nice. Yeah,
Pizza right around the
pizza,
corner.
too.
I'm jealous you got dinner. I'm
Yeah.
so jealous.
We were actually
We invited you and you said no.
We were
Yeah,
actually
it
supposed
seems
to-
like to be the thing she
I
does.
couldn't leave.
Yeah, and then
I couldn't
Coach,
leave.
We're like, we'll find
Complain
somebody. You're
about
like,
it
no, I'm fine.
Nah,
See ya.
she's good.
Okay.
We were finishing up our dinner, and we were supposed to be back at the stage by 6:30 to start the countdown, the 30-minute countdown. And it was, I think, 6:27 when we
Yeah.
realized that. Like, Anthony, you got to go.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm like, Neebs, are you buying my beer and pizza?
Yes.
All right,
Go.
I'm out. Bye. And I
Get it
put on my
started.
jacket and ran.
And at this point, I'm on stage. You already told me that pizza's taken way too long, but I've already gotten pizza at a different place, and I'm already done eating my pizza by that
We
time.
should have gone across the street and got the
got it
to-go
to go.
pizza.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would have
That's
been
what I
the
did.
smarter move.
We all did pizza.
We all did pizza.
Yeah, we ordered in pizza from.
It was easy.
Fuck, I forget what it's called, but like Red Robin delivers it or something.
Oh, Red Robin pizza.
Robin.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know how they
Yum.
work with this pizza place, but it even says on the box it's delivered by Red Robin, whatever.
Oh, it's like
And,
one of the back room
something
restaurants.
maybe, sure.
Like
But it
Mr.
was
Beast Burger or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
She picked the cauliflower crust. I was excited about that because I like cauliflower crust, and it was so small. It was so
Oh, that's so
laughably
disappointing.
small
Yeah.
of a
That's sad.
pizza. When we got the box, you're like, well, that's cute.
There's no way there's a pizza in this.
This is for a child. This is for one child.
It really was, but it was just enough to have something for alcohol to get soaked up in.
Yeah, my
So-
slice was really tiny too when it showed up. Everyone
yeah,
else's
you
was
got
pretty
ripped
decent,
off.
and mine was this little tiny thing. I'm like, well, there's no
God.
time to complain. This
Right, yeah.
That sucks.
I would have, yeah. No,
Let's
in a
go.
normal situation, I'd be like, no. You do this again.
At least
Yeah,
all the
sorry.
toppings were on it. They were all just crammed on top. Instead.
That's ridiculous. But I was bringing that up because when I was backstage when he kind of came in running,
Out of
I
breath.
forgot all about the fact that we have a countdown. I'm not realizing it's 1 minute past when we should have started.
Yeah, we started 1 minute
So-
past. I came up the stairs. There was no time waiting for the elevator.
Only 1
Yeah.
minute
Oh yeah,
passed.
he ran 5. Like we're with the whole show is this is called level 5, so there's a 5th floor. So he's way out of breath
Yeah.
for good reason.
And
he
the
ran
elevator's
5
not
flights.
reliable at all.
No,
Yeah.
it's slower. You can get
It's
up
so
faster.
slow.
It's 1 minute
Yeah.
of for like
And
30
30 seconds of that are when it lands at the top floor and you wait for the door to open and you're like, what the fuck is happening right
And it's the smallest damn elevator too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what 4x4 in there. It's nothing.
4 people and it's claustrophobic.
It was
Yeah, it's
4 trips to bring everything up.
Wow.
But then showtime.
Yeah.
Wow.
You get to showtime. My favorite part of the beginning of the show, and nobody even like retained it. Like my girl, she was like, I didn't even notice. But our buddy Tim, TYM Tim, came down from Raleigh, Durham. Good friend of ours. Fun fact, and we brought it up before. He's like in Duralis and Associates. He's the one who did the painting in the
mural.
war room.
That's
the mural.
right.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually.
I've known him for a long time, and he came down to see the show because he's doing a lot of work up in Raleigh, Durham, and he was like, he's going to pull the curtains, right? So we were like, I guess maybe start pulling at 7
Yeah,
seconds.
we were all
or
like,
whatever.
all right, 7. Anthony's
And
7.
he's a strong dude. It opened in about a half a second.
Oh
Yeah.
it flew
Yeah,
open.
we're like, it's going to take you a second to get the curtain
Take
open.
6 or 7 seconds. Yeah, no, it really was
Yeah,
in
so
1
it's
and a
just
half.
open and the countdown's
We were trying to feel it. Like they told me to point at Tim to do it, but the
Yeah.
crowd started counting. And so when they got to 7, he was just like, well, that's it.
We should have just waited to 0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes
3,
a lot
2,
of sense.
1. Yeah, pull the curtain now.
Yeah.
Ah, there it goes.
Yeah. So
No,
right away we're making poor choices.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
away.
Right.
You know what? Tim should be the guy that pulls the elevator up and down.
Yeah.
Yes, he should.
Yes.
Honestly,
He should be a lot better.
So we're literally at the beginning of the show. The first fuck up is curtains opened
And not
5
even a
seconds
fuck up.
earlier.
It was
But it's
Yeah.
fun to say only because
But the
really
list-
the very beginning
Yeah.
was like, so I let the cat out of the bag on whatever the surprise was going to be for the
game.
for the game, which
Because
was like
there's a transition that goes, what game's it gonna be?
yeah,
Yeah.
ooh, let's do this, and I'm just like, hey, so what are we playing
Playing
first?
Gang
Do we-
Beasts, right? Gang Beasts,
We're
but
doing
first.
Gang Beasts first, and it's like, and he's like, that's supposed to, or somebody said
That's supposed to be a mystery,
surprise.
Simon. All right.
Because honestly, the fact that the first I think 5 or 10 minutes of the show was a complete cluster with
We should have
technical
shut it down right there.
issues. Well, like some guy in the front right away just said, "This is so like he's like right in the very front. He's like, "This is the most perfect way it ever could have started
yeah,
for
it
you
was
guys."
on brand.
And it was like, yeah,
on brand for sure.
And we're
on
like, you
brand.
want more of that?
Yeah,
All right.
We got more of that.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Then after that, it seemed like everything was smooth.
Yeah.
Once
No.
The
it
technical
was-
list of
but,
errors was
Right
actually
after
really
that,
small.
we couldn't get the game to work.
Well, no.
It
I'm
kept going
I'm
like
talking about that.
Steam
He was
kept going
including.
doing the Alt Tab thing for no reason.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
It wasn't
I don't know
anybody.
what the hell it
Right.
We couldn't determine the problem. We
I
don't
think
know.
one of the controllers, for some reason, was acting as if we were hitting that key.
was. One thing I thought I noticed when on your screen is like Guts and Glory might have been open underneath.
Oh, really?
Underneath Gang Beast, and
Okay.
I think that might have been screwing with something. Because
Okay,
when you closed
gotcha.
Gang Beast, there was a tiny window of Guts, so something there might have been like fighting
Okay.
between the two games.
Oh, all right.
So
shit.
it led to some good moments though.
It
I loved
did,
when you
'cause-
were like, "Oh, it's always Simon's fault," and then
It's not Simon.
I figured out it's not
Right.
Simon. It's not Simon. I was like,
That was fun. It might have been me. Yeah, maybe I opened 2 games.
whatever it was. Yeah.
But anyway,
Shut everything down.
We turned it
fired
off, turned it back on.
Yeah, yeah. Turn it off. Turn everything off. Turn it back on again. We're good to
Gang
go.
Gang Beast was fun.
Yeah, Gang Beast was fun.
it really
Playing
was.
that in front of an audience is the energy is
Yeah,
so great.
and it worked out really well because I think every one of us had some wins.
yeah, it was close.
And yeah, it was super close by the end because you get you're supposed to get 3 stars in that game, and I think by the end it was like 2, 2, and 2.
It was
Yeah,
the
it was very
perfect out
close.
too because it was on the top of the semis.
Oh, that yeah.
Throwing you
that
were
moment.
hanging on. You forgot that signs came and you got smacked.
I was already celebrating. I
that
was
moment.
standing on top of
Play
the
that
truck
moment.
celebrating,
Yeah, yeah.
and a sign hit me.
Oh, that was good.
That was amazing.
The energy
well-
of the whole show was amazing. Like I had a
really
smile on my
was.
face the whole time.
No, it was so much better than our last live show. By
was.
leaps and bounds.
So
Yeah.
much.
Like yeah, it's
and
like
very different because it's definitely
different.
much shorter and just pretty much
shorter,
just
full of games.
Full of
yeah.
games.
It's like it's a great test run for we can expand this.
The
now.
last one
Absolutely.
taught us that. You know, we played Mount for 5 minutes, and that was the best part of the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Of the last one. So
It
let's
was a
just do
5-hour
that.
show. And you go like, well,
The feedback was from a lot of people that it just felt like they were watching a stream, but they were
Yeah.
there with you.
They
it
could
was
see
awesome.
our faces and
Yep.
and we were dressed up.
Yeah.
well, most of you were.
Simon wasn't.
I wasn't dressed up.
We all look nice.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
I could barely get into Applebee's with what I was wearing.
I like that theme though. It's like we're all dressed to the nines, and you're just in a jeans and a collared shirt. Like fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a pink shirt, and it was a little bit nicer, and I was gonna maybe wear a pair of pants, but the shirt was fucking just too tight, and I didn't try it on. I was
People
just like,
wanted
oh, this
to
will
see
work.
that. They wanted that.
They
son.
wanted that pink shirt, but yeah, all right. So what else?
Next
Forget
time.
what I
Well,
was
Sherry
talking about.
time.
brought up criticisms that she heard from the community, and
Okay.
what was one of the other ones about Neebs?
Oh, do I have to tell him?
yeah.
Yes,
This
yes.
is-
This
Okay.
will make the show better in the future.
Oh boy.
So there was it was raised that maybe you were being Mr. Too serious. You were clearly analyzing everything going on the stage. You were very quiet.
Right.
I guess you're letting them do all
Yeah, I
of
don't
the
want to
banter.
interrupt everybody.
Yeah.
I wasn't in many games really, because there's Dralis and then Simon, and then there's just a Simon thing. Mm-hmm. Okay.
My default when it comes to like the stage, I was just filling gaps. My
Yeah.
brain
Yeah.
goes into autopilot, and I'll fill gaps when I feel any of that.
All right.
Neebs,
So you might have thought I was talking too much, but I was just filling your
I'll
silent
take over
gaps.
next time.
They want you to have
Was
more
I
fun.
talking
Yeah.
too much?
have more fun. Don't be so worried. And I think it's
Yeah.
because you were.
I wasn't worried.
Well, I think you knew the structure of what it was supposed to look like.
No.
And so when it veered off the rails,
When we got in there,
in certain regards,
to me, I was like, whatever happens, happens.
All right,
There was
fair
no
enough,
worry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just enjoying it, just
Rolling
being-
with it.
Yeah,
Soaking it in.
listening. I did have a hard time hearing because we were at 2 tables.
Yes.
I had a
Yeah,
hard
we
time
did.
hearing the other table because
I
you were
couldn't
so
hear
far
any
away.
of you.
We could use a monitor.
We have and
A
we need
monitor
to
at
have
each
and we need to
table.
have something in one ear.
In ears.
Maybe.
not
Or,
just
just a
stage monitors.
Okay, stage
facing-
monitor is going to
Is
be
that- if
giving me
that's the
that
thing.
audio.
That will
yes,
do it.
That's fine then.
because I would.
that was a problem.
I would sit in the back, and you guys would go like, but then the audience would laugh. So I'm like, okay, they can hear you. Good, you know.
Right,
But
yeah.
I didn't know. What
Kind of the
was-
same thing at our table.
Yeah.
I could hear Simon because he's right beside me.
Yeah,
but I
right.
couldn't hear him.
Yeah, anything Neebs or Simon said, I got none of it.
Yeah.
You got none of it?
Yeah.
Wow,
All of it
okay.
was warble.
So monitor. We definitely need monitor.
Okay,
Monitors.
We're
definitely.
learning.
One thing that we didn't say that was just kind of fun is whenever one of our teams, because Neebs and I were on a team, and Absor, so we split up the audience.
And they weren't really supposed to be teams. They just I think we kind of adapted that. Like, hey, let's work together, right?
I don't know.
Well,
'Cause
like in Gang
again,
Beast?
I was
Gang Beast,
saying
it
we
made
didn't have a
sense.
dry run,
Yeah.
so I didn't even know what the fuck we were doing.
Well, kind of the thing we did was, okay, if our side wins, this side of the audience gets prizes thrown at them. So it made the most sense. It's like, okay, Dora, let's you and I team up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want this side of the audience
And
to
I
get
wasn't
prizes.
teaming up.
You were a little bit. I'd be like, Dora, let's go get 'em.
Yeah, but mostly not.
Yeah.
But I like to
until
team
it,
up.
until it came down to just one of us.
Yeah,
then
of
it was like,
course.
okay.
It made sense though.
And when one of us won, the best out of the competition for whatever game it was, we would go and throw merch out there and to our side. So it was a lot of fun.
And that was great.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was a
We
fun.
need to get. See, the thing is though, we need to get a gun. So put that on the list.
Yeah, you guys were running around the
Buy a gun.
audience.
Shirt gun.
I want to be able to do the shirt gun,
Typical
but it's a
American.
merch gun.
Oh, I like okay, like
Why not?
like a t-shirt
Yeah,
cannon or
because I
something.
wanted to throw up
Yes.
high, and when I get out of breath when I run up there, and
No,
I did
run up
do
there.
it.
Yeah,
but-
some of you were running up there and just
Yeah.
taking stuff to the top around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
People
think I
like
did
that too.
once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the
no,
jack
I need
section?
the exercise.
Yeah, because I tripped.
Jack.
I ran up and I
Jack was
on the
there.
way back down. I tripped. And I almost like busted my ass coming down those
Hey.
stairs.
Oh, those steps
Yeah.
are rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
different heights.
Yeah.
And
OSHA would
a
not
lot
be
of people
happy.
were, I guess, Gabs was saying a lot of people were like having them falling.
Yeah. I spilled half our merch box on the way down. That's why we ran out of merch so fast. Half of it was just laying on the floor.
There's still a pile up there
Just
right
left
now.
it there.
No, I picked up what I can, but there was a lot of shit that just got thrown out. I was just like, that's good enough. I'm going back.
Go after it, vultures. Go.
Yeah, yeah. I'll let them get it.
Wireless mics were great.
They were.
It was
Yeah,
nice to be
yeah.
able to like
Yep.
go back out. Like I was enjoying going down that or stepping out. to the
Right.
front
I loved
and
walking
watching
out
that.
there to watch.
And then when
Yeah.
you're talking shit to Simon, like with the belt and everything, that you can grab it and walk over there and get in his face. Like,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
wireless mic is good.
Oh,
yeah.
So you lost your title,
Oh, I did.
Duralius.
I lost every title I ever had on that show.
Simon is now our
Totally-
champion.
Oh, you had one. Yes, I'm the not your friend's champion.
Do you wear the belt at home?
I need to take it home. Somebody.
Yeah.
I don't even have it.
Okay, we'll get you that very soon.
Yes, but no, that was a lot of fun. A lot of pressure. I was so happy to see you crumble
Yeah, I crumbled.
at that moment.
I crumbled, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's
I
easy.
was-
All you need to do is hit one wrong button to either make yourself fall or whatever.
In my case, wrong buttons over and over.
Yeah.
Wrong buttons. I like that name.
Wrong buttons.
Like that could be your nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could be
don't
mine
want it
too,
to.
but
Could
I
be
don't
a
wanna-
band name.
yeah.
wrong buttons.
But yeah, what did we do? We did Gang Beast, and what was after that?
After Gang Beast was
The
Oh.
Guts and Glory.
Oh, that was
Guts
the
and
Guts and Glory
Glory.
bit? Yeah, yeah.
So-
that worked out kind of fun.
I had a lot of fun.
You got so
with
close
it.
one time, but yeah.
And that was the last time. It was fine, but that was Ian and Kelly, I think.
yeah.
Thank you, guys.
how'd they get picked?
I asked the audience who was a Simon fan, and then I was like, all right, who wants to prove it? And then,
And not everyone raised their.
well,
They said, "Who are the biggest Simon
yeah,
fans?"
maybe 20-30% of the people raised their hand, and I just randomly picked two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was now Neebs was one from one side and one was from the other?
No, I think
No, they're
both
from
on our
different
side.
altitudes in the audience, but
Okay. See, I was confused through most of Guts because I thought it was one side versus the other. So when they came together and started both helping you at the same time, I was confused because I was like, "Wait, who's
yeah.
winning? Who's gonna win this?"
Yeah, you know what? I didn't know how we were going to play either. You know what? Maybe we should all find for the next show.
Yeah.
I suggest we all kind of know what we're doing.
I
a little bit
recommended a
more.
timer for
Like,
that. Like, all right,
I
Ian,
wanna
you
know.
have 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Go.
he couldn't do it with no time.
Well, yeah,
So-
I know.
Timer wouldn't have worked.
I thought it worked wonderfully because eventually they ended up working together really well, and I started to learn the controls a
they?
little bit. But
And I feel like that game, it was like it wasn't really a competition. It was more like everybody together. Those two representing the crowd.
Yeah.
Even the audience
Oh
was
yeah,
yelling.
no, I don't
It's
think
like,
it
can
should
we-
have been
yeah.
like. I
No,
think
yeah,
it
my
was
original
perfect
idea
how it
was like, let's let the audience guide him.
That's
through
what I
this
thought
maze.
was gonna
And
happen.
I kind of take for that. I wanted to take the role of the villain. Like, you're never gonna get him through my maze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Like, yeah, you know. So I'm actively
Oh.
against you the whole time.
Yeah.
I was laughing every time you died.
Oh,
I
So
was
you
actively
finally-
against this idea, and then I was just like, all right, well, I'll try it. We'll see what happens as long as there's some interaction with the fans, quote unquote fans of mine, which I thought it was great because I got to talk shit to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And every time you failed was funny.
Yeah, it was.
exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, it was a success because I didn't think it was going to be that funny for people to
I'm
watch.
glad you won mount because we were ordering the show one night and we're like, oh, Simon, if he loses mount, he's going to be pissed for the next one with guts. And he's just going to get annoyed
But
twice
he
in a
was
row.
living on that high, wasn't he?
Yeah, no,
Riding that high.
I'm not nearly as bad as you guys.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What was after Guts?
Oh yeah, it was 7 days.
7
wasn't it?
days.
7
Yeah,
days,
the 7
yeah.
days bit. Yeah, and that worked. Yeah, okay, but yeah, it's hard to gauge in 7 days like
People
how
liked it,
intense
though.
the
I think
horde's gonna be.
People really liked it though.
Yeah.
The switching angles I thought was
Yes,
fun.
it
Anytime
was.
you would talk about something, you're like, "Oh, look, a puppy!" I switch.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. You
Yes.
blow him away or
Yeah,
something.
I tried to do a good job at that. It's like I got to give Anthony a cue
Yeah.
that I'm about to do something.
It
And
worked
yeah,
out
you
well.
were on it.
Oh,
so-
A
look
little
at that.
backstory. So Abster and I both built horde bases prior to the show.
yeah.
And then, we were coming down to the deadline of showtime.
Right.
And we spent one night when we had time kind of testing our bases out and seeing, we didn't want it to be too easy for us. So
Right.
we did a horde. We're like, that's too easy. So we went to the next horde and the next horde. And then by the time we got to the show, we were on horde night or day 49, which still wasn't enough probably.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we were like, we need another day to see it.
Yeah.
Go to a day 100 something or
Yeah.
How do we
Yeah,
get
no,
s-
we should go to day. We need to go to where like bomb guys are showing up.
Yeah.
'Cause,
yeah.
yeah, it's still just like basic.
Yeah. Bomb
basic
guys.
zombies
You're right
and-
about that.
So it
jumpers
turned
and
into
stuff like
us
that.
threatening each other because we could see each other's base.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Abster shoots me.
That was fun when one person was struggling. You cut to the other person, like, "How you doing over there, Neebs?" "Oh, no, not going well." And
Well,
come back.
yeah, like right out of the gate, I remember a jumper like jumped up into your base.
Yeah.
just watching you over
Couple
there
times.
fight that thing. Like, oh, how you doing, buddy?
You didn't have as much traffic at your base, did you?
No, and that happened when we were, we were building our horde bases and the few we went through because it depends on what side they're coming from. And when the horde started, I think they were coming from the south or wherever it is. So your base was the first one the zombie crowd arrives at.
My base was inviting too. I mean,
It does look nice
I don't
here.
blame them.
They got ladders. My base doesn't have ladders.
Yeah.
What after that?
Well,
I think that was
7 days-
speedrunners, right?
Speedrunners. 7
Yeah.
days kind of brought up a technical issue that I need to fix for the next one.
What was that?
The games being revealed before we did the reveal of them.
Yes, yeah.
So in my head, the way it would go is like the last game is still on screen until we play the mystery thing.
Yeah.
But you were so on it, Appsro, that you're like, all right, we're done with Guts. Move on. 7
Yeah,
days.
I got to
Queue
switch
it up.
games, yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't I think of this? They're just watching him switch games on the
Yeah,
screen.
no, we need something like in the stream, like a transition screen.
I
or
should have had
something.
something like that. So for the next one, something to cover the screen.
Yeah, and then well, I
Absolutely.
fucked
Yes,
up.
because you saw that all in the beginning too. That's
Yeah.
all they
Yeah.
were staring at.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
fucked
that
up
was because we
too.
left it and we went to rushed out to get pizza.
Well, no,
Right.
when
No,
I,
but if we had a anyway.
when I first fired up 7 days, I was still on your account. I forgot to switch to
Oh, that
mine.
too.
Yeah, so maybe in the future, whoever's launching the games is like, let's try to do it all on one account.
Well, that's what I tried to do with mine.
Right,
I was like,
right.
I even bought several games. I'm like, whatever, just they're mine.
Yeah.
It's great. We had to replay the countdown for 7 days though, because you had to switch accounts, so we just put that up
Yeah.
there. Alec, our lighting guy, he did great.
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
on it. Like
Yeah.
when a screw up would happen like that, he's like, back to the 7 days lighting, boo, and it would go red.
I saw him yesterday when
Yeah.
I was grabbing lunch, but he was too far and I didn't want to yell. You know, but
No, he was a good
gonna
kid.
Give him all the love. He was.
He was on
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, he was.
he seemed like he had fun up there too. I was just
Yeah,
like, oh.
just watching the show, engaging with it. Anytime
Yeah.
those wins things would come up, he's the lights would go.
Like doing a show like that is probably pretty rare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's such an interesting.
He had a smile
little-
on his face after, like, that was great.
Oh yeah, he really did.
What
He was-
energy.
He was
Yeah.
really impressed with the energy. That's what exactly what he said.
That's dope.
fuck yeah, man.
And then we finish it out. Yeah,
Speedrunners.
Speedrunners.
Speedrunners tournament.
Yep.
And that's always fun to watch,
Yeah.
man. Speedrunners is always just it is good energy.
Yeah.
Because you always get down, they just down to the wire, and it's anyone's game.
And I thought I was going
it's
to
so
take that
fun.
one, but no.
No,
I didn't take that one.
Squeak by.
Yeah.
We went through the show. We didn't know how long the show was going to last. We're like, this could either run short or this could go over by an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we got to speedrunners, we realized we still had what? A
Probably
half
30
hour?
minutes.
30 minutes
yeah.
left.
I
Yeah.
would have saved.
So we had
less,
two
but-
versions of speedrunner. One was just all four of us play together.
Yeah.
And the other one was we'll do it like a tournament.
We had
We'll
brackets.
2v2, then
Yeah.
move on to the next bracket. So we did that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think 4v4 would be fun, wouldn't it?
That would have been fun to end on. We could have done the tournament and be like, guys,
One more.
One more? Should we all
We
play
honestly
together?
had enough time.
Yeah.
And
we
I
could
whispered
have.
to Neebs, I'm like, "Do we do more?" And he's like, and then we just kind of started rolling into the outro.
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah.
all right, we're going with it.
Which worked out because when we were having little signing photo session, that took so much longer.
Oh, yeah.
Took the whole night.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4v4 isn't right. That's bothering me.
4v4?
When I say that, that means like 8 people, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. It's
Yeah,
two,
wait, no,
two,
two.
or just
Well, it's-
four.
it's-
four
it's
at the same time.
player.
Yeah.
4 people playing.
I'm
Well,
glad I
we
got that off my
discussed
chest. That'll
beforehand
bother me.
maybe switching the tournament style to mount or a game like that where it's slower and more competitive and then doing speedrunners with everybody.
Yeah, there's so many different ways.
Yeah. And who knows what the next show will be? Come and find out. It could be completely different.
I'm looking forward to looking for more games. Because
me too.
Gang Beast was the last kind of a later idea.
Yeah, and that
We had
worked
other
out
games
great.
planned. I'm like, wait, Gang Beast would be great for this.
You
Yeah.
played it on stream and you're like, that was fun. Let's do it
Yeah.
again. Let's do that.
Yeah, it's fun
Yeah.
to watch.
And we
It's
can't always
silly
do
looking.
the same. You know, a couple
we should
can
change.
carry over, but we should always be changing them for sure. We know
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Do some Minesweep.
Yeah. I remember
Windows pinball.
That would be a fun just like gag. Yeah. It's like, what's the next game? Brrr, Minesweeper.
I know they would get into it.
yeah, you're probably,
probably
right.
would.
That
You're
would be
probably
silly
right.
to do that for like 5
The
minutes.
reaction to,
Yeah.
I'm going to click this one.
No, we should absolutely just have these
The
dumb
fact that you
surprise
played
games.
rock,
Yeah,
scissors, papers.
yeah,
like, that
yeah.
was great.
Dude, okay, can
Yeah.
we talk about that moment?
Yeah,
Go
let's
on.
talk about that.
Rock,
You
scissors,
guys left.
Where did you go?
Right. Okay.
We had to go to the
let's-
bathroom.
Yeah,
Let's
I had
see
to
what
pee.
started. How it started. So it started with, I believe, Abstra
Yeah,
said,
I was like,
"I gotta go."
leave. I had to pee.
Of course,
And I was
hey,
like, hey,
man,
wait,
there's,
if we're leaving,
there's
I'm
3
leaving.
other guys here. That's perfectly acceptable.
No
And
problem.
then within like 1 minute, he's just like, "Did Abstra go? Did he? I
No.
gotta go too.
Wasn't 1 minute.
I gotta go too.
As
I
soon as
gotta
he
go."
said, I said I got to go.
All right. So maybe. Well, I don't know.
I knew if he was leaving, we shouldn't have like 2 bathroom leaving sessions. Let's do it all at once.
Well, then add 3 because I left.
Yeah.
After that, because you guys were
That's
just
right.
chatting to the audience, and I was like,
Well-
"All right, they can hold this. They're chatting. They're doing great."
We weren't chatting. We didn't have a chance. It was like we were. Our chat was the reaction to being abandoned.
you know what you should have done?
That's what the fucking chat was.
You should have went to the bathroom too.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that have been great?
No.
Stage is empty.
I didn't
for-
know we had our own bathroom, so I just walked through the crowd and went to the
Yeah.
bathroom with everybody.
Use your words, Anthony. Use your words and
Wait.
ask questions.
Wait, is there a
during
bathroom?
the live
told you.
show.
There's
Yes,
a,
so
it's a
you-
theater. They have a
Yeah.
a
Where's the
theater
bathroom?
Hey, I didn't know either, to be honest.
Well,
Until
I could have told
I
you.
told him.
Like Neebs got off stage and came to me. It's like, yeah, we got a private bathroom. I was like, oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
Because
And
then
I've-
he and I walked back across the stage towards
Yeah.
the other bathroom.
Right.
All right. Well, I walked it.
And then I showed up, and you guys are like, "Music, play music, Anthony." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Yeah.
And you played rock paper scissors to whatever song was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked. And it was magical. It
We
was
filled
nice.
gaps.
Yeah,
We gave away prizes. All they wanted was prizes. The whores.
yeah, a lot of them.
No, they were the reason why the show was great.
Who won?
I did.
He did a.
Oh, man, what
I
a
couldn't
night.
win shit.
Yeah. Oh man, and I won like I didn't lose one. It was
No,
like
it was
a
like
tie
win,
and
win,
2
draw,
wins.
win.
Yeah, win, draw, win.
Yeah.
Bam.
Bum, done.
I was just so busy filling gaps that I couldn't play good
I'll fill your gap.
of anything. You know, just how it worked.
Your rock,
I don't
paper,
know what
scissors
my
game
excuse
could
was.
really use some improvement.
Really can, man.
Shit. I don't hate it though. All right.
No, it worked out. I was watching you guys from backstage. It was fun.
Weren't you guys like doing dances across or something?
No, I was doing something stupid. Like I left one side and then I walked across
Around
to
and-
another side and then back across to the other
That's
side.
hilarious.
And then Neebs came and then we both walked together.
You guys were doing.
Yeah.
We did a silly
So
walk.
we were doing
'Cause
silly
we were
stuff back
missing
there.
that.
and then
We
because
didn't
they
see
were
that.
gone, I figured it'd be funny if 3 people just left. It
Yep.
becomes a thing.
I always wonder that, though.
Man,
'cause
you are hysterical.
Oh, thank
Anthony.
you, Simon. Thank
That
you.
was great.
Thank you.
You
I know. I thought that would
Because
make
I was
the
just
show.
like, all right, let's do music. And then he was like,
I need to go back and watch that moment.
I feel like I did that. I don't know.
I need to go back and
Yeah, I look
see.
forward to watching this.
Yeah. I want to scrub through the show.
Oh
It's
my
fun.
god. And then got all together, did the signings, pictures, all that shit for a while, and kind of like brought us to the end, really, because that went so long.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when that was done, I'm not gonna lie, like I did kind of ghost out at the end. If you didn't notice,
No,
maybe
we
you
didn't,
weren't,
exactly.
You didn't notice because you guys were whatever. But,
Because you ghosted
Oh,
out.
you guys never left the stage. I thought you were outside for quite some time.
yeah, well, because TYM, our buddy Tim. He's like, hey, let's go and smoke this. And did I get blazed. I was so zooted. When I came back up, I was like, good God, what did you... Yeah, but it
you
was...
get yourself into.
What did you give to me?
And shortly after that, I was just gone.
I cannot speak to another person.
I couldn't.
I have to leave.
Yeah, I hit a wall too because Sherry kept feeding me beers all night.
Yeah, how was the drink service, guys?
Drink service
It
was
really good.
It was
Thank
really
you.
good till the end.
way better than Waffle House.
I got
Go ahead.
the bartenders, like, I got a reputation. They started calling me the Seal.
And I
Seal.
when I
The
saw
seal.
her how she ordered a beer, that name came to my mind without knowing about the bartender's
Yeah.
name for her.
So for some reason, they were prioritizing me because I already knew I was with you guys and I was feeding you beer.
Hell yeah.
So I just run up to the bar and I just start hitting the bar with both hands, one at a time.
Clapping her little
And I'm doing it
fingers
really,
on
I'm doing it really animated. And then the more I did it, the more the community saw, and they're like, "She's coming!" And then they'd start doing it. So there's a
wow,
big
that's
group.
amazing.
Yeah. So
And my buddy Steve is the main bartender.
That's
He's a good
wonderful.
friend of mine. Yeah, he was really excited about it, and that's really nice when you like know people a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
I
Steve
think
wasn't friendly to me.
good.
Aw. I thought it was
Good.
great.
Anyway,
I thought it was wonderful.
That was
No,
Dralish's instructions.
no, I'm just anyway.
But
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, just feeding you guys your PBRs all night.
Is that what we were drinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was no Kolsch, so it was just PBRs, and
Right.
I was trying to offset it with as much water as I could.
The waters
but the
were
more
nice.
water
Yes.
I bought, the more waters that were still full on the table
Yeah,
at
my
the end
table
of the night.
with my
didn't
laptop and
notice the
everything had
water.
like 10 or 15 waters all
Is
over
that
it.
where they
It was
were?
just a bunch of ice.
I got
don't
like
think anyone ever
15
drank it.
beers and 2 waters. That's way
Yeah, I
off
didn't see
balance.
one water.
The waters were there, I promise
I-
you.
I
You
drank plenty of
chose
water.
not to see them.
I was drinking water.
All right, because
Yeah.
they're clear too. You know what I mean?
That's
You
true.
see right through that shit.
But
Exactly.
when were these waters
Oh
coming?
Jesus! Listen,
Watch the
they
video.
were everywhere.
Watch the video.
I
Everywhere.
saw so many waters. She was coming back, handing them to try to hand them to anyone who'd take them.
We'll look at
was.
pictures. We'll look at pictures. We'll zoom in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I was
remember
really
one
trying to
time.
do beer, water. Like I was trying to be good about that.
You brought me a tiny
The
water
math didn't add up.
with a
No,
lime
it
on
did
it.
not.
That's called tequila.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a tiny water.
I did, yeah. I racked up the credit card pretty good. I really
Oh,
did.
that was a business card.
It was, yes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! What was our tab?
Well,
We don't
our
know.
We don't
tab
know.
wasn't as bad as she said because I think some community members were taking some of our drinks off of our tab and paying them.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thank
Thank
you.
you.
Nice.
Very nice of them.
Thank you.
Damn.
Yeah.
I am curious to see what our tab ended up
I
being.
want to
though.
know so
What
bad.
the actual total was. Yeah.
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 But PBRs, that helps then.
Oh yeah. No, that's cheap ass beer.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
But then
yeah.
I kind of put 10 to 12 tequila shots on it.
That'll
towards
rag it
the
up. Well, that's
end.
what the PBR makes up for. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
I didn't
fine.
get any of those.
No, neither.
I got two
neither
of
did
them.
I.
That's never a good idea.
Well, I didn't have a beer in my hand for like a good 45
Fair
minutes.
enough.
So I was like, you know what?
Fair enough. Yeah.
When's our next show? You think?
Next
tomorrow?
week.
We can do it anytime.
Honestly,
go.
right?
I'm ready.
Honestly, we're set now with the basics. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah, let's like in the next couple weeks or whatever, let's just decide together and we'll
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Pick a date, kind of like we did with this, and you just kind of
Got to be summer, right? At
Yeah.
least by the summer.
yeah.
Well, I
Spring
was
might
going
be
to
too
say.
soon.
Spring might be, but summer for sure. at
Should
the
we all
latest.
wear bathing suits?
Depends where we are, Anthony.
Yeah.
In your colors? That would
The
be
old
amazing.
ones, like with the stripes that cover the
Oh,
singlets.
the sexy ones, bringing that back.
And,
Yeah.
and the cap, that'd be amazing.
All the caps.
That is true.
No
Our next
cap.
one
No
could
cap.
have a summer theme to it, which would be nice.
Beach balls thrown out at the
Yeah,
other.
exactly. Yeah.
Hot tub stream? You could do that.
See, now it's getting tricky
tub.
because
I don't know. We get
Hot
two
tub.
inflatable hot
Okay.
tubs. We put them on the stage. We play games
That
from
would
there.
be amazing.
yeah, but we've got electronics.
No, not the controller.
And
Water.
we
How
don't
did
want to.
the streamers do it? You'll figure it out.
The stage can't handle the weight.
Probably not.
The
No,
building
not
can't
even
handle it.
close.
We'll be in someone's
Yeah.
apartment below us
Yes.
in no time.
That building's probably 200 years old.
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
fall anytime. It could collapse completely, like
Yeah.
a 7 days tower.
That was a fun venue. That man just felt so intimate and
did.
it
Yeah.
was great.
It was
I
Stuff
swear there were
that
a couple
size.
people in the audience that had never seen Guts and Glory before because when we were playing it, there was one lady's face that was just appalled. I was like, I don't feel like this lady knew what she was getting into with this show. I wonder if we
Was
had a
she there
couple
with
people.
someone, or
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, she
That
was
could
sitting close
explain
to
it.
the front and she was just looking up like, what the fuck am I watching?
if you're subscribed to our channel?
And I was like, does she know where she is?
Yeah.
It was actually pretty funny because during the show we did have a few spare seats,
Yeah.
so we did have some leftovers, thank goodness. But people were coming past and just going, "What is going on in there?"
Oh, the people that were just coming to the
just random
venue?
people just going to the bar, and there was this lovely older couple, and they were like, "What's going on in there?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a YouTube channel. They're based here in town. They're really great. Just why don't you come in and have a look?" And they're like, "Can we?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on in." And you guys were playing Mount Your Friends. And the looks on their face was priceless.
Swing it around.
Society's ruined.
I opened the door to take them in. I saw the screen. I was like, oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, I
This,
felt
this is your
fun.
introduction to these guys. So enjoy. It was
Good
fun.
luck.
I love seeing that little entranceway fill up with people curious. Every
Yes.
once in a while, they're just like, "What?
What is
Just
this?"
All these people." It was
Yeah,
great.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
I think we've got some new fans.
I don't
Nice.
know.
They'll be there next
Probably
time.
not the older
they'll be
couple. Like, what is this shit?
I'll be there. Oh, man.
Here's a question people might want to know: are we taking it outside of Wilmington?
We have to.
Yeah.
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 The show is designed to be
Mobile.
taken and mobile,
And that's kind of what I thought we were just talking about, actually.
so not like another local, but another one somewhere else.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, we could do. I mean, I think we could do a local one in 3 months from now, and then we could also be doing one that's somewhere else in 4
Vegas
months
or
if
West
we wanted
Coast.
to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest hurdle which we've overcome here is the venue and the tech people. Now that we have that
Yeah.
venue in Alec,
In our pocket here.
yeah. But finding that next venue where level 5 was so like welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
They-
accommodating.
They
Yeah.
looked after us.
They responded to every text and call and email quickly. They wanted us there, and Alec was there for us. So you find a theater that doesn't have that, things are really hard.
I get it. You would think that, and this is the thing, it's a business, obviously. There should be plenty of cities out there
There's plenty.
that have several options of great responsive theaters. We just happen to have a really shitty experience with the only fucking, like, one of the only larger theaters around here, old one, that's still in 1986. Like,
Yeah.
with technology, with how they respond, they don't give a shit about anything. They're
Yeah.
just horrible to deal with.
The answers are out there, for sure.
Yeah,
So,
if anybody in the community knows anybody that knows
Exactly.
somebody that has a theater,
That has its own lighting, and
Yeah.
they can kind of do the cues
Let us
for
know.
us.
Somewhere in the 200 to 400 area. Pretty sure we could do it.
Well, we know we've got one lined up for us in Raleigh.
Yep,
Yeah.
we do.
So there's one there ready to go.
Raleigh's great. It's a good hub.
Yeah, a lot more convenient for some people, but yeah,
And
going.
even if we can't get the commute or the light to work, like the lighting cues, the community was so positive with even rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
if we just put on even the basics without the lighting, they'd still love it.
It'd still be good. Yeah.
They'd still be happy.
But if you can
100%.
find that
Found a-
small theater that has,
Oh, it'd be great.
it's even better.
But
yeah, and you would think that, if they're seating 200 to 400 and it's a place that we would consider, they would at least have lighting that they had in this fucking place.
Yeah.
I was
We'll
impressed
find
with
it.
what they had.
We will find it.
we'll find it. We're doing it. We're taking it on the road.
Yeah, road trip.
Let's go.
We need a bus.
Can I bring up one more thing?
Oh, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
2, actually. 1, Simon busting a move on the dance floor at the end of the night.
Oh,
He
okay.
looked at me very confused for a moment there.
Yeah, no, I was, 'cause
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
confused.
Well, the
what
only-
was that?
Well, I stepped out to get a beverage, and there was a large oblong, circle-ish thing where people were dancing, and I was getting
It's called a dance floor.
probed to jump in, and I really didn't want to. And then they screamed a little bit louder, and I said, "All right, just go for it. Just fucking jump in there and try to shake your bony little ass."
Hell yeah.
And he went for it hard.
I'm so jealous, man. I would have loved to have joined you there.
Oh, that would have been great. Now, what I looked like was like, how I don't know how to run?
Uh huh.
I don't know how to dance.
Ah.
How
Like
do you
I
know?
can dance, I got good rhythm, but like with this kind of thing, like to try to do, I was trying to twerk, but I knew it wasn't working, so I just ended up jumping up and down with my ass kind of just
a
half sticking
bowling
out.
butt.
That's
you know?
pretty much it.
It wasn't
And then
twerking.
just kind of doing something like gyrating wise. It was
But it was working.
Is there
Yeah.
footage? Is there footage somewhere?
I hope
Somebody
so.
I
has
hope
got
not.
Somebody probably got it.
I hope so. He did it so quickly
I did
that
very
people
quick.
were scrambling for their phones.
Yeah.
but
Someone
then I
it
was-
was
add us
majestic.
on Twitter with that clip, please.
ugh.
I saw
Somebody.
footage of Black Jay out there dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's such a good dancer.
yeah.
He was
too,
on
yeah.
it.
Got the
Fuck
moves.
yeah.
Yeah.
God, I didn't get to see him dance. I'm jealous.
I didn't
I have
either.
to. Gotta
Well,
make
there's
that up.
footage.
Yeah.
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
What was the other thing?
The other thing is, I just really want to say thank you to the volunteers.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Like the
Yes.
ones that we had prepared, like Muzz, Rock Princess, and Sledge Monkey. They were on it with me from 2 o'clock onwards, and we were just throwing stuff at them to do. They were proactive. They
yeah.
never said no, and they were innovative. Like when the Wi-Fi, we couldn't get on the Wi-Fi at the beginning, so we couldn't check anyone in,
Yep.
and they were just helping with a solution straight away. And Diesel and Vegeta, they
Yes.
came
Oh,
and
yeah.
helped us
Yeah.
later.
Right away, they just helped. Even
And-
on the way in, they just saw
Yeah.
us on the sidewalk, and they're like, "You need help?" We're like, "Yeah,
Yep.
all right, let's get."
We're not going to say
They
no
were
to that.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
ran
our
on
They're-
community,
yeah,
man.
That's
That's-
our
They're the
stuff
best.
server. That's
They're
the then
just the
yeah.
best.
Those are people have been around forever.
And the merch girls, got to thank.
And the merch
Yes.
girls,
Sheila
Steph
and
and
Beth.
Sheila, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and people just coming in and helping us. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. You guys made it a success. You really did.
It's what we've come used to at this point.
Mm-hmm.
with the
Yeah,
community
everybody was
period
awesome.
across
Yep.
the board. Just how amazing. We're so damn lucky.
Hell yeah.
It's
So-
super neat.
So next show, I mean, a lot of you probably know that this show wasn't announced because
That's right.
Yeah.
we had a responsibility to the 2020 show that got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So next show will definitely be public.
Oh yeah.
And also, people can go to our website and sign up to get on the mailing list, right?
Yes, they can. Yep.
That's the only thing we mail, really. Is
That's right.
when a show comes out.
Neebsflix.com.
And click like on this video and subscribe to Neebs Magic Dumpster. And what else do we want to push?
Thanks, Anthony.
now you're
We're pushing
confusing everyone.
newsletters. We're
How'd
pushing
you,
subscribe.
Same socks. We sell socks.
I have a YouTube
good.
channel. Who
Okay.
else has a YouTube
Hey,
channel?
what about-
Simon
No.
with Ketchup.
Oh,
We're
I-
not done. We're
yeah.
not done.
Right. No.
How'd you guys feel yesterday?
$1 million bucks.
Awful.
Did you? When'd you wake up, Sherry?
Well, let's talk about
3 p.m.
after the show because the show ended.
oh, keep
and
going
We
then,
got to
yeah.
go home, but like Anthony and Neebs, you guys and Sherry, you guys stayed behind to
Oh, yeah.
clean everything up.
We
Yeah.
packed
Thank
everything
you for
up.
that.
We
Yeah.
learned
By
a
the
few
way.
things about what we got to do next show. Next show, food has to be delivered to the stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
the volunteers and us.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah.
And we need volunteers to help set up and do the breakdown at the end of the night. Because
well, we had that.
Well, I know you had it. Do you
plenty of
want to do that at the end of the night? Do you like to, or would you rather have someone
It'd
else?
be fun
do
to
that?
train someone exactly where everything goes.
Exactly.
And we also need a vehicle because we didn't have a vehicle to take things to. So we had about 10 people carrying boxes across town to Aztecia's Airbnb.
Yep.
Oh God.
Wow, that sounds awful.
You turned
It
to me and
wasn't.
you were like, "This is the most ridiculous thing, Anthony," with a line of people just carrying
Yeah.
the live
Yeah.
show
It
down
was
the
super
street
fun.
In the middle of the night.
in the middle of the night,
What's
like
going
2
on?
a.m.
Yep.
Yep, hand truck and people carrying stuff.
Okay, so that could have been done better.
Yeah.
Of course, and these are the things. This is what's great though. These
Yeah,
are
it's
the
a
things
learning,
that
yeah.
all need to get figured out on the. So
Exactly.
that's fun, and they're all easy fixes.
Yeah. So that was
Everything
late.
so
that was
far.
probably 2:33 we were doing.
Yeah.
that.
Then we went
3.
across town to
Was-
the Waffle House.
Oh, wait, was the like downtown crowd? Had they kind of bled out by then? Because when I left, it was a madhouse.
No, it wasn't
In
crazy.
front of-
It was getting quiet.
Okay, good
Yeah.
God.
There's maybe 20 people left in the whole theater.
Man, I walked out. There
Yeah.
were 2 black ladies fighting. Like it was fucking crazy out
It's
there.
that
for a
part of
minute.
town where at that
Yeah.
hour, like especially back when I used to bartend, you know, from 2 to 2:30 or 3,
All the clubs empty out. And it's just people drunk and pissed off that didn't,
it's
you know,
right
not
there.
getting laid that night. Like, my God.
pissed off they are getting laid.
Our
Oh,
audience
yeah.
left happy though.
Oh
We
yeah,
gave
our
it to
audience
them.
left fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, after we loaded everything into her Airbnb, we decided that all of us could fit into 2 cars. That Muzz had one and Diesel had one.
Yes.
And so we all carpooled over to the Waffle House, and
Stood there for an hour until we sat down.
we were there.
Oh, shit.
We were there till around 5 o'clock.
Yeah, the sun was coming up.
Fun little dumb. I mean, it's dumb.
crazy.
When Gabs and I were like driving out of the parking deck, the lady that was working at the parking deck, that's right there across from the venue, that one. She's like, "Were y'all at the Neebs Gaming show or something?" I was like, and Gabs like had to go, but she's like, "He's part of Neebs Gaming." And she's like, "What?" And I got a picture with her. There's like 2 cars behind her.
Yes.
Did she know, or did you see just so many people kept going through going like, Neebs was great?
I don't know. I just wanted to go home.
Sure, honey. Let's do this.
Yeah.
That's fun. The city definitely has a fun energy whenever a show goes on. We've only done it twice.
Yeah.
But to see that many Neebs games, especially if you're part of the community and you want to interact with other people from the community, it's you're running. Aztec, you're running people to Thursday night, as early as Thursday night.
Yeah.
Show was Saturday.
That's right. Yeah, we kept coordinating meets on Discord the whole time, so it was fun seeing people popping up going, "Hey, I'm at Rebellion. Does anyone come have lunch?" And they're, "Yeah, I haven't met you yet. Let's go." It was so cool. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Some are probably still leaving today.
Yeah,
Who
there's
knows?
still people around.
And it's so nice to be able to meet a lot of people that we've just known through the stream. You feel like you kind of know them because you read their comments every week.
Yep.
You know, it's like you're having these little conversations with each other. It's just great.
Good to put the name to the face.
I love that we have the name
man.
tags. As soon as you see a name, you're like, oh, that.
Right.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What?
I don't know when in the show this happened, but all of a sudden I look down at my phone. I feel the vibration of my phone.
thick.
And I pick it up and fucking it's thick and it was right in the perfect, like
It was.
break right in between stuff.
Yeah.
And I just went like, hold on everyone. And I put it on speaker. I'm like, hey, thick. And everyone just went fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that happened probably, everyone went crazy like 6 more times. You know, you hear Thick just say a word or two and, towards the end he was, I don't know, I think they were all cheering. And then when everyone quieted down, you could hear him finishing off saying something like, I'm Thick 44, motherfucker.
Yeah, he said motherfucker.
And everyone went, again,
It was beautiful. The tears.
It was just,
it was great.
And he was supposed to come.
Yeah.
And he got a case of shingles.
Like
fucking
3 or
like
4 days before the show.
exactly.
What
Yeah.
fucking luck.
But he was
So-
still part of it.
Oh, yeah.
every way.
Yeah.
And,
No, he called it at the perfect time.
And he called it the perfect time, and that was wonderful. And
But you guys all felt good yesterday? Pretty good?
Yeah, well, I
eventually.
got up and we went downtown and met Daniel, who was trying to get in touch with Sherry because I think Sherry had promised.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, we thought
had
Sherry was
promised
dead.
that Daniel,
Yep.
because he had to be out of his Airbnb at 11, and Sherry was like, "You can put your stuff in my place."
I'm so kind.
Yeah, well, Daniel couldn't get a hold of Sherry because Sherry was passed the
I think
fuck
Simon's
out.
phone was at your place too.
Before?
Or Simon's laptop.
Oh yeah, laptops. Yeah, I mean everything was at my
Your
place. But Waffle House,
I
5
don't know if-
a.m.
I don't know if you knew this. I used your parking spot.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
because I was
okay.
like, "Oh, we're going down there. I'll just
Oh, that works.
yeah, that's
park at
fine.
Sherry's
Go
spot."
for it.
yeah,
So yeah, we met Daniel, and Daniel threw his stuff in my car,
Right.
and we walked down to Marina Grill and got
Okay,
some really good
yum.
lunch, and then I took him to the airport.
I must admit, I woke up to many missed calls and a lot of messages from people going, "Are you okay?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Why?"
I was worried too because usually, if I text you or call you, I'm lucky if it's 10 seconds later before
Yeah.
you respond.
Even if you're
I'm
asleep.
on it.
yeah.
So when it's hours, I'm like, okay, something's not right. I know we had a long night, but
Yep.
I know. And that was the one that was worried and asking, and then Neebs is saying like, "Oh, she's probably fine," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't even get confirmation that you made it to your door, so that's what made me nervous." It's like, "Oh, she was about 30 feet away from her door."
I
I'm
knew
like,
you.
that's not
yeah.
good
I
enough.
thought about the worst. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
do we
where is
do
she?
without
What
her?
is she?
You made it.
Yeah, it was like, "Oh, she's passed out. She's
She's
probably up
passed.
super late."
She's
Yeah, she
passed
was.
out.
That makes sense. I just like knowing you got into. I'm like a little mama bear.
I just know she
Thank
doesn't.
you.
She doesn't sleep in usually.
No.
No,
She usually
in
responds
fact,
right away.
when I looked at my phone when I startled awake and it said 3, I was like, "Wait, it's 3 a.m. Okay, this is normal for me." But then it finally clicked. It's like, "Wait, I
PM.
didn't go to bed until 5 a.m." Like, it's PM, and I was awake.
Yeah.
I was awake
All of a
instantly.
sudden, I'm like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, whoa, and then
12 missed calls.
yeah, it was. I had to
And then you
reply to a
texted
lot
me
of
back,
people.
and you're like, I'm fine. I'm at the bar now.
Yeah, that's right. I went to the bar again.
That's the way to do it.
Caught up with community.
I had
again.
Axe League at noon. I'm very excited about Axe League, and I was like, I had the shakes. Oh, God.
It's a good thing to have when you're throwing action.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I got so I crashed at
Daniels.
Daniel's.
Yeah.
Actually,
Our friend.
this is going backwards in time, but it kind of related to what you said earlier about people getting pissed off and not getting that D. Like when they were fighting.
Oh, right.
You
Yeah,
know, people in the street.
Uh-huh.
One of my Ubers this weekend taking me home fucking was a woman who ended up explaining to me how she called her man. She's like, what would you do if I called you, if I'm dating you and I say I need that D. I'm fucking horny. Last night I needed that fucking D.
She's talking to you?
She's talking to me.
Okay.
This is your
And
Uber
she's
driver.
like, yes. And she's like, I called my boyfriend and said I fucking need that D. And you know what he said to me? Would you say he said I'm not going up for this. If you need that D that bad, you go out and get it somewhere else.
Wow.
Right? And she's like, what do you think? What do you think he said that for? I'm like, and I had the night that I fucking had. And I was trying to get home, and I ended up having a full-on conversation about this woman and how her 8-year relationship.
So wait, is this the one that picked you up the next day at like noon?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. It
This
was
was a noon conversation.
Yeah. This wasn't at night.
Oh no, it was about the previous night because she had a long night and then she told me why.
With
because
no D.
Because you know what happened? You know what he's gonna be pissed off, but you know what? She listened to him and she went out there and she got that D.
Girl.
So and they've been with each other for 8 years and then I'm hearing the whole
my
fucking
God.
story and I'm just like, this is inappropriate but entertaining.
Yep.
Okay, so anyway, I
So
dealt
what
with
review
that.
did you give her?
I gave her 5 stars
All right,
and tipped
yeah.
her $5.
Yeah,
Great
hell yeah.
conversation.
Great.
There you go.
Great conversation.
She had a
Great
shit night,
conversation.
I
A
hope
bit
she
horny.
enjoyed the D. I kind of regret not asking her how the other D
This
was.
random D.
How did that happen? Tell me how that went down. Because
Yeah.
she would have told me. We were pretty tight by
Next
the end of it.
time, next Uber drive, you'll find out.
Do you think she was hitting on you?
No, but I was thinking that if I was like single and wanted to, it'd be very easy to be like, well, you want some now?
That could have
Because
worked.
that probably could have worked. And you'd be like, you know what? He's a dick. He doesn't deserve you. Take my D right now, baby.
Turns out
That's
I
how I
have a
do
D.
it. Yeah,
turns out I'm the dick, too.
And it works most of the time.
Hey.
Let's see if it'll work now.
Hey.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think that's where you end it, right?
sure.
Yeah, that's a nice
That's
a
a
nice
good-
end of the weekend, isn't
It's
it?
a pleasant thought.
Yeah. Weird Uber driver lady.
Fuck yeah.
We got to find her again.
That was great. Now we have the withdrawal, and we'll figure out the next one.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself.
Just leave.
Yeah. Get back to grounding.
Yeah, go work on Grounded.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ding-a-dang-dang. Ding-a-dang-dang.